In the bridge to Respect, a 1965 soul hit recorded by Aretha Franklin and composed by Otis Redding, there's a rare and intriguing modulation from C major to F sharp minor. Let's find out why it works so well. The term modulation refers to a change of key, that is, a change of tonality, and may include a change of mode, such as from major to minor. Both occur here. The harmony at the chorus essentially alternates between 1 and 4 chords, that is, between C major and F major triads. Take a look at these chord changes. Let's drop in the pop symbols, abbreviated PS, the Roman numeral analysis, abbreviated RNA, and Nashville numbering system, NNS. Note that the C7 chord is an example of an applied or secondary dominant seventh. It's the 5-7 chord taken from the key of F major, that is, borrowed from the key of the 4 chord. So we call it a 5-7 of 4. The bridge begins with an abrupt shift to the key of F sharp minor, a rather remote, distant key. Yet it sounds smooth and logical. Concentrate on the voice leading from the F major to F sharp minor triads. The third of each chord is the same pitch, that is A. A440, to be precise. We'll highlight it in yellow. This common tone provides a thread of connective tissue, a metaphorical sinew or ligament between these two bones, so to speak. That is, the two key centers. It's called a common tone modulation, and it's a very popular device. But wait, there's more! Think about that F sharp minor chord. Look at the scale of the key, the ascending F sharp melodic minor scale. The leading tone, that is the raised 7th degree, is spelled as E sharp in this key. It is a tendency tone or active step, and therefore unstable, requiring resolution by rising up a minor second, that is half step or semitone, to the tonic degree. Now let's go back and look at the 4 chord. The root of this chord is F, which is doubled in the alto and bass voices, which is enharmonically equivalent to E sharp. That is, it's the same key on the piano but spelled differently. The F is effectively reinterpreted to function as the leading tone in the key to which the modulation occurs. Well now, isn't that clever?
Clever girl.
The chords in the bridge alternate between F sharp minor and B major triads, which can be found in the ascending melodic minor pitch collection as chords, minor 1 and major 4. One could also argue that the chords are actually drawn from F sharp Dorian, a medieval church mode. Furthermore, if we enharmonically respell C to B sharp, we can argue that this is a kind of secondary leading tone. Last point. Notice how we arrive back to the home key of C major.
Think I'll go home now.
Focus on the F sharp minor followed by G major triads. G is of course the dominant in the key of C. F sharp is the leading tone in the key of G. Thus the F sharp minor is a kind of secondary leading tone triad, or a minor 7 of 5. Now, it's a minor triad, not a diminished triad as we find in the upper structure of the dominant 7th, but nevertheless, the chord does pull upwardly to the G major because of the magnetic force of the half step. In fact, this F sharp is another secondary leading tone. It's really quite ingenious, isn't it?
It works nicely, doesn't it?
Wow. Gotta respect this modulation. So, can you use this concept to modulate to other keys? You bet you can. You can modulate to any key you can think of smoothly. Let's say we want to modulate from the home key of C major to the destination key of E flat major up a minor third. Think of the chord that ends a half cadence in the key of C, the dominant triad, G. Then think of the tonic chord in the key of E flat. Notice that these two chords share one common tone, the G pitch class. So let's allow that note to serve as the thread of continuity, our tonal bridge between the two keys. Let's flesh out these chords in 4 parts and put the G in the soprano voice where it's most noticeable and tie it across the bar line. Focus on the D in the alto voice of the G major chord. This D is the leading tone in the key to which we're modulating, so it pulls up by a half step. Notice that the bass skips from G down to E flat. We could create a more stepwise melodic bass line by using a passing 7th. In Roman numeral analysis, it's called a passing 4-2. This 5-4-2, that is dominant 7th in 3rd inversion, in C major, would usually resolve to 1-6. Let's listen to it first. Now let's substitute the 1-6 in C major with the 1 in E flat major. You gotta admit, this is a very smooth and effective common tone modulation. I hope I've earned your like and subscription. Would you leave me a comment if you found this to be helpful? See you in the next video.